Hello, my name is Chiluba. Welcome to the Call Her Sam podcast. Today's guest is the worst.
I told you not to do it. I told you not to do it. Here we are now.
Today's guest has been in the industry for 15 years. He's an innovator, a visionary. Sometimes I give him the side eye because he sometimes gives controversial opinions, and then I'm like, what? No, you can't say that though. And he goes by this one-liner that is his identifier. All smiles, no frowns. Please welcome the original hype man, Sandy Chiluba Jr.
We are family.
Oh. I got my nephew with me.
Yeah, we messed that up, but it's okay. But we're family. Hi, Sam.
Welcome.
It's great to be here.
Thank you for making time to see me. Thank you. Can we put you on blast? Can I put you on blast?
Please do.
For saying that. I had to remind you because you forgot.
I didn't forget.
He is the original hype man, ladies and gents. So he's really busy. His schedule, therefore, he's got so much going on.
Look, I didn't forget.
So
this was very important. This was very important to me. It's just that you and I kept changing timings. And
no, you kept changing the time. Let's just put that out there. You kept changing the time.
This will be the most watched episode.
Yes, since it will be the most watched episode.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Let's get straight
go.
into it.
Let's
Since
go.
it'll be the most watched episode. Remember that that controversy that happened? You know, you had that tape. Okay, no, I'm joking. Let's get into it. So, Sandy, seriously. So, Sandy, you've been in the industry for 15 years. 15 years. 15!
It actually kind of feels like done so much in so little time. I don't know if that kind of makes sense, but because I think I started very early, if you remember the days.
Yes. I remember Fan Club.
Yes.
You'd come through with Mwansa Chalo, Niza Piri.
Economist now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fancy titles now. Like there's just Mwansa Chalo, like hey Mwansa, now like the Economist. So
so it's like done so much in so little time, and I say so little time because it feels like it was yesterday. You know what I mean?
It does feel like you were a young man.
Getting out of high school, or still in high school, and kind of completing high school. Started off with media, with ZNBC and the RFM at the time with the Fan Club. It's an amazing experience, but
the Fan Club.
Looking back at 15 years, it kind of feels like, brah.
Wow.
What old now? I'm an uncle now. Call me Uncle Sandy.
Wow. Okay, Uncle Sandy.
Yes.
Uncle Sandy. Yeah, I won't call you that.
Okay, all right.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
So, Uncle Sandy. Sandy, what are, we go through, life, and we have our childhood, and we go through certain experiences to our childhood. So, what are some of the examples that have shaped who you are today, like from your childhood, a memory from your childhood that have shaped who Sandy is today?
I think the biggest for me from childhood would be having a father that was very present. Having a dad that was very, very involved in what we did. And I guess maybe at some point we'll talk about this in terms of me being a father.
Yes.
But that just changed my life. The man was just always very there, and we had discussions even before I could talk. I don't know how I know this, but I guess because of the relationship that built. I think that was a big thing. That was a big thing for me.
I love that. The fact that you said he was very present.
Very present. I mean, not to take away from my mom, but I'm just saying.
That's that's the memory that shaped you.
He was very present.
I like that. Okay, so Yar FM, radio presenter. Is this something that you always wanted to do? I know you said you would ZNBC as well.
No.
Oh, okay. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, yes, since I was, since I could talk, I wanted to be in presenting, like I wanted to be in media.
As I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a lawyer by profession. I wanted to be a lawyer, and
no, seriously?
Very serious.
Wait, so when you say law, this is who I'm picturing you representing. I mean, a Bobby Brown type.
No. In fact, I wanted to do criminal law, and It was that serious.
Really?
It was that
So
serious.
wait, do you watch a lot of criminal, like,
all the time?
what?
Murder cases.
How did I not know this about you? I do that all the time too.
It's a very different time. You know what? There's this life that we do, and then when the camera is off or when the mic is off,
then
who we really are. It's almost like music. You'd expect that I'll be listening to like really hype music, or
yes.
there's a soft side of it. Trust me. I didn't want to come on the show, by the way. We're saying too much. So I started off. I wanted to do law. Public speaking was a really big thing when I was in like junior secondary, getting into senior secondary, and everything around my life was like, let's do this law thing. Let's get serious around it.
Okay.
And then it all kind of changed. I think it's one of those things where young people see things and they kind of think this is great. This is who I am. I think I'd be like a perfect example of, let's expose young people to so many different things, then they make the choice. Because I think I'm one of the happiest human beings around because of what I do. Because
we can attest to that. I
love it.
I can attest to that.
I love it.
All smiles, no frowns,
baby.
Hey! That's
even on a rainy day.
It's all smiles. I don't think I've ever seen you. If you are in that, I think I've only witnessed it like a couple of times. If you are in that funk,
Yep.
but then you kind of want to replace it with humor. So when you're in that funk, you kind of like you say something, and I'm like, and then.
I think it's the energy. You take up so much energy being upset or in a bad mood, and also it's places that mood takes you to that I don't appreciate.
That you don't, yeah.
And also it could escalate to very, very bad places. So I try as much as possible to be at peace with myself. And you know what I mean. Oh, if it's not working, just walk away.
I like that.
Walk away. Yeah.
So you went from being radio presenting. Wait, how long were you on radio, like behind the mic?
Like actively and very seriously, 6 years.
6 years.
I'd say 6 years.
So you went from being radio presenter to now, managing the radio station. How was that transition? Were you ready for that? Was that something that you were ready for, or were you like not yet? It's not time.
I think because I was part of a team that really applied itself to everything that was kind of going around, and at the time it kind of felt like you're pushing too hard. You know what I mean? Like you're pushing too hard. You go have fun. Be a young guy. Go meet up with the guys at 5 or dodge work and do what young people do.
Wait, so as a manager, he was dodging work, by the way.
No. That's before getting to manage a spot. You know what I mean? It was do stuff that other young people do. But I kind of found myself in a space where there was always something to do. Always something to do. So I was the late guy at the party. I was the guy who didn't show up at the party, or I was the guy that just didn't. I was not on time because I was taking care of business.
Okay.
And
okay,
because there was a lot of learning, so I was not ready for that moment, transitioning from presenter or from being whatever I was to management.
Yeah.
But when it came, I think it kind of felt normal, because most of the stuff that you needed to do, I'd already done.
Okay.
Like
it was just, so you just found it like easy, like you sailed into it.
It was scary. It was scary because now there's a title. Oh, now you are manager. But the truth
and now
is,
the people that you used to mess around with behind, like joke around with and everything,
like,
and now everyone's like, oh, okay.
Which direction are we going now?
But you're steering this boat, so
you know what I mean. But to be honest, it's the process of learning and the stuff that we did in the process kind of got us to that point. So it was okay. There were hard days, by the way. Very hard days.
Of course. How did you handle those? be honest. It's okay if you feel like. Let me take a deep breath.
Nobody ever prepares you for the stuff that you won't know, or the stuff that you won't understand, or the stuff that will go bad. But I guess it's remaining in a position where you know that you can't do things on your own, and using the people around you and the team around you. So it's
I like that.
we've got an issue. How are we going to deal with it?
How are we gonna handle it?
Yeah.
How are we gonna fix this?
And I think that saved me. That saved me a lot of times, and also just remembering that you can't be the smartest guy in the room all the time. Sometimes,
Okay.
once or twice, we've had to date. I've bumped into ideas from people I least expected. Kapo nyapamsebo or guy Aresh Street. Think around the marketing strategy that those guys have.
Yeah.
It's so powerful that nobody even sits to think.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on there. You know, they will force you. They will force you
To buy the shades that he wanted to wear, by the way, on the show.
50 kwacha. Nishkwede. Okay, 35.
35.
Okay. No. Nishkwede. You're even getting upset, right?
Yes.
And then he tells you, okay, ninshwa tamashtarero, batikateni.
Now you're forced to buy.
That right there is amazing stuff. This is look at her now.
This must be how the one may feel.
This is where the producer does like we see you respect your producer. So I think those have been moments that I think changed my life in terms of management and getting around these things, because nobody ever prepares you that look, you're going to be manager and this is what you need to do. I wish there was a book, but there's no book.
Yeah.
So we jump into the deep end and we kind of use the skills that we pick up and the people around us, and I think that's been key.
So you did the whole manager, you put on the whole manager hat.
Yeah.
Now stepping down, excuse me, stepping down from where you were after taking that leave, and then stepping back from as a manager. Now you're like, okay, I want to do this. I think I can do this on my own. Let me go do my own thing. Open up my own radio station.
Yeah.
How? That is a big leap. Like you took that step. You're like, I'm going to do this on my own now. I'm going to do my own thing.
That's been one. Apart from bungee jumping, that's like 111 meters.
I saw that, by the way.
Just letting go and experiencing life and almost death.
Did you feel like you were going to die? Like, I'm done. Like, this is it.
Yeah, I did.
And just when you're about to, pa!
And it picks you up. But you know what's more scary? It's the second fall. Because once you dive, the rope kind of pulls you back up, right?
Yeah.
So the second fall is where you feel like, I'm doing this again.
Why did I do this? Why?
Am I even a normal human being? Why would you do that? Where's your mother? Where's your dad? Where his parents? But in that moment, you see life very differently. Back to your question. I think because the 15 years that we've talked about is a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
It's a lot of time to do one thing, you know what I mean? And also, so from manager, the question was, what next? You know what I mean? It's what next? What are you going to do next? And for me, what next is a very big question in terms of everything I do, because I don't want to get into a space where I get bored. When I get bored, then I'm not operating at like 90%. I'm not being productive. So that's like a big issue for me. So the what next then is, are you gonna get shareholding? Are you gonna do your own thing now? So, well, because you've got a dream, or because I had a dream and I wanted to do stuff the way I live my life. So radio now has been off the hype man, the hype, the me, the Sandy, now to to share with other people,
Yeah.
right? So that was scary. It's scary because I was doing it at the time when I had a family. I'm married.
You have not had. Have.
Yeah, have. Let's make it clear. I have
a family. Have.
But yeah, and kids. So it's how are you gonna feed your family? How are you gonna take care of you? How are you gonna do all these things around you? So it was scary. It was very scary.
So did the name come from being a hype man? Hype FM.
The dream was very clear. It's always been very clear.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it hype. Even in my 60s, baby, I'm gonna be there.
Whew.
I'm being hype.
I don't doubt that.
I'll be that grandpa.
doubt. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Still,
I can see it.
Hiking and stuff
I can
like that.
see it. Yeah. You'll be that embarrassing relative. You'll be like, who let him out? Oh.
So the dream was there, but it was scary. I mean, the amount of sleepless nights that came with this, and just applying yourself and being in a place where you're really not in control of your life, because at that point I was not in control of my life, and this is not okay. I'm doing this thing. I'm applying for this thing, and 1 week later it's happened. This was like a 3 to 4 year process of trying to get this thing, and also the process is just it will take you that long, and it was scary. It was a place where I think I felt the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because whoever walks away from a stable income and a stable pay and a stable title
into the unknown.
I was being introduced very well and I was okay. But
here we are. Here you are. Thriving, wanting to wear shades on my show, being the cool man.
Okay, for for reference, so the people. At some point, we'll do a vote. Tell me, do I look better on this interview with the glasses?
The extraness.
I thought the vote is loser buys buys lunch.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Is there no? There's no. Thank you. Let's just keep it here. We can see directly into your eyes. I know you want to lie, but tell the truth.
I don't want to lie.
No.
Okay.
Tell the truth. Tell
Okay.
the truth.
All right.
Tell the truth. That's what I want.
We're being open here.
So, are people expecting you to fail?
Yes.
So how does it
A lot. Look, life itself is kind of designed to make you fail. Let's start with life before people. Life is not designed for you to succeed. When babies are born, they're fighting so many things. Immediately you're born, it's a different environment.
Yes, you're like, what is happening?
There's viruses. It's the temperature is different. How do I breathe? How do I swallow? You get my point? And because I consider myself fairly young, I'm still young. There was a lot of questions around why is he being too ambitious? Like, you're so young. Why do you want to do it?
Why do you want to do it
at
all
this
now?
point?
Like, why?
I fairly think that I'm one of the youngest people that owns a radio station, or kind of runs a radio station. We can fact check that. I'm not saying, but and for me it was not an ego thing. This is not about so I can be the young. No. Remember where we're coming from. What next? You can't create more positions where there's no position. Say that there's a CEO or there's an MD or there's a manager. What next? You can't be junior manager of the manager. And then after, okay, fine, great. Say you're a manager for 5 years. And then you're then being promoted as what? Manager or manager squared or
CEO, CFO.
You know what I mean? So it's getting to that place. But the questions were, he's young, why does he want to do this now? That's too ambitious. You can't do that.
Just sit there, stay there.
with what plan? Or in a market that is saturated, or in a market that's not easy to get into. Yes, there were people that kind of, and
There are.
some were very close.
Of course, it's always the closest ones to you.
Family members that just said, "Look, we like you." Or I don't know if they like me or they love me.
We like you, but
We kind of like you, but
well,
things could go bad, and
then what you gonna do?
people just don't want to take responsibility of if things go bad. Then we have to start taking care of you, or we have to start helping you.
And we don't want to do that
They
anymore.
won't say it,
No.
but you can.
You can see it, yes.
That's why
That's why I said take them off, so we can see Sandy.
And I've been watching.
Sandy Jr.
I've been watching.
Come on. Is that why you don't call me? You know I'm your biggest supporter. Come on. Come on, man. So.
By the way, let's just talk about the drinks.
Oh, hold on,
So,
guys. We have to.
Oh.
This man.
Okay.
So anyway,
Yes.
get your fresh juices, smoothies, coffees from Revive Cafe.
Yeah.
You won't go wrong. Come bring your friends, bring your family, bring the kids. There's an amazing play area for the kids. So if in case you're worried, we're going to take the kids, bring them over here. There's an amazing play area. Get your cakes as well, fresh cakes. It's delicious. Revive. That's where you want to be.
100%. You know what to say. An apple keeps the doctor away. I didn't want to be chewing the apple on the interview, so I'm drinking it.
He's drinking it,
Apple juice, baby.
which is better. So, speaking of, while we're still circling around that pool, the playlist
Yes.
thing and everything, how do you're on social media?
Yes.
By the way, it took me the longest time ever to come to social media because I was on it, then I got off it, and I was just like, oh my god, no, I'm never going back on social media. I don't want to go. It took all of God's cranes to be like, yay!
Finally.
I didn't want to, but oh my god, here I am. I should have seen the people say, oh, welcome. I was like, yeah.
Blessed with your presence. Thank
welcome
you.
to the dark side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Obviously.
Thank God.
Yeah.
How do you navigate social media? We know social media is notorious for negativity.
Yeah.
So how do you handle negative comments? Social media. Because I don't want negative comments. Please be nice, guys. Please. Don't be mean. Like just if you have some constructive
Let's
stuff
be
to
raw.
say, then that would be great. But please just
Let's be raw.
let's be kind.
Raw.
People are going through things in life, right?
What things we're here enjoying? Smoothies and.
No, people are just going through things in life generally,
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Fine. Social media. I think social media for me has been deliberate. In a world that revolves around social media, and we're at a time where I think your business or whatever it is that you're doing will somehow bump into social media. So I've decided what I want social media to do for me. And for a lot of people, that's not the conversation. People get into or get onto social media for almost all the wrong reasons. For some people,
what do you think people are getting on social media for?
some people get on social media for emotional support. Some people want fame. And I'll be serious. Go around social media and check how many people are complaining about how life is not going well, or this is not going that way, or there's so much. So you're kind of like, okay, you're on social media with a bunch of people who 80% you don't know, 20% of the people that you know.
Yeah.
And all these people are giving opinions about your situation.
How you should live your life.
And that controls people. It does. It shapes how they feel. It shapes how they react to things in real life. Why?
That's true.
Why are you
taking
allowing
this person who has
so many
no
people no idea about your life? So, social media. I will show you what I want you to see. And that's
So that you limit what you share.
100%.
Because mostly I see it's about the business, work, and
100%.
everything. So
100%. Yeah.
family time is limited.
You know what I mean? I'll show you a bit around the family side because I'm a family guy and I'm a real human being, so people should get that aspect. But most of the times it's work. It's what am I offering you?
Yeah.
Because I can't offer my family time and my family to you. So I might as well offer what I can.
Yeah.
And what I can is what I show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be sharing anything family related on my socials because I no, it's that's mine. That's mine. That's I'm
totally respect that.
Some people say I'm irritating in private.
That's a good
I
term.
should be irritating
We should
in
make
private
some
because
t-shirts.
it's mine. Irritating in private, right?
We should make t-shirts.
God, I love being private. That's the power of being private.
And I think there should be that side of people.
Well, you know, I mean, if you don't want to be private, that's completely up to you.
Be open.
Be open.
We shall watch.
Being open is good too.
We're gonna watch.
It's good too.
We're gonna watch.
But yeah, being private is for me. It's that's just how it's going to be. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll throw my friends in there, but I'm not. First thing you do in the morning.
This is where the glasses need to come in.
First thing you do in the morning, and please, I pray the Lord your soul to keep that you tell us the truth.
Is this? Are you asking in terms of activity, or like immediately I open my eyes?
The first thing you do in the morning, you get up, you stretch it out. Okay? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you reach for the Bible? Do you reach for your wife and kiss her good morning? Gorgeous. Mwah. See how I'm trying to save you here?
I check around. I look around. I check if
what are you looking for?
Is she there?
She's still here. It wasn't a dream. You're still here.
I think my morning routine starts with waking up. If she's still sleeping, she's always awake earlier than I am. So it's what is she up to now? What is she up to? Where is she? Yeah. Stretch, obviously, get off bed or stretch. Mm-hmm. But the one thing, and I love my wife about this, it's the coffee.
Oh, you're that guy.
The coffee.
You're the coffee man in the morning.
So I'll wake up. I'll check around the house, peep around, the yard through the windows, and just generally,
yes, okay, everything's there. TV's there. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
The dog is still there too. Yeah.
But the coffee.
Coffee.
The coffee.
So coffee is the first thing.
Yeah. Coffee
Okay.
and a prayer.
Okay. Coffee and a prayer. Nice. Now me and you, we've been on air.
Yes.
We've done our time. Worst moment on air. Because you and I know radio is unexpected. Someone will call and say something completely off, and you'll be like, what? It's either you react to it or you play along with it. So, or like maybe you had a little blunder, a little oopsie.
I don't know if this I could call it like the worst moment. Maybe it would qualify as the worst moment because I experienced something very different, and it's like the worst experience, but I think one of the most relevant moments for me on air. So I get on air, and this lady was like a frequent caller when I got on air. So she's just like a big fan, and the first thing I should scream it: all smiles, no frowns.
All smiles, no frowns.
And this went on for like a long time. And this one day, she calls me on air, and so I'm talking, and she calls me on air, and her energy was just very different. She'd always scream, you know what I mean? She'd always scream, and she had her request going on. And this time she's just, hi, it's great that you're back on radio, and I'm obviously happy, but I'm having a very hard time right now. And with no indicator or no notice
warning, nothing.
or no warning, she tells me, because I consider you as one of the most important people around my life.
You went and got married and didn't tell me. You broke my heart. I hate you.
Cut.
I thought that's what she was gonna say.
No, that's not what she said.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes you see, people get a bit too crazy. They think you know. They think, you know, they'll be like, hey, it was supposed to be me though.
You know what I mean? So then she tells me I could say bye because I just feel like taking my life because
Wait, was this live?
it was live on air. This is why I'm telling you, it's kind of like the worst moment, but the
What?
most relevant moment in my time on air. I called to say bye. She called me live on air to tell me she was tired. She had enough. And so before the conversation gets in deep there, first of all, I am broken. This is the first time I am dealing with face to face with an issue where somebody wants to take their life. And now what's worse is I don't know how to deal with this. I think my mentors tried their best to teach me how to handle moments where somebody curses on air or somebody says the wrong thing.
Yeah.
We knew how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Nobody ever said
Someone who call and say they want to take their life. Yeah.
So I paused and I said, you know what? Please don't cut the line. Don't cut the line. I'd like to speak to you. Let me put a song and then you and I can talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, put a song and we moved away.
Yeah.
I spoke to that lady for I think 20 minutes, and man, I was broken. It was the first time I was really broken on behalf of somebody else, and also because the nature of our work around radio is it's fun. It's we're giving life.
Yes.
We're happy. It's Sandy, all smiles, no frowns. It's the music, let's get going, relationship advice or what's happening on the market. I was broken. I was broken. We ended this conversation with her saying, look, thank you so much. I've heard what you said and I'm happy that we had this discussion. I will think about it. She didn't say she was not gonna commit suicide.
Yeah.
She said she would think about it.
So like
and
I would like to ask you, did you do a follow-up? Like what happened? Did she
at that time we were using landlines.
Oh.
You remember the landline and that button?
And yeah. And there was no way you could see her number or anything like that.
Man.
So you wait, but she obviously did tell you her name. I mean, you've been speaking to this person before.
She did. I knew
So
her name
obviously you know
obviously
her name. Yeah.
Privacy.
Yeah, obviously. No, I would never ask you to disclose.
And for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, each time I went on air, I was like, please let her call me. Please let her. She didn't call me for the longest time. She called me after 2 months though.
Wow.
And you know what she said?
All smiles, no frowns,
baby.
Come on. So she
and
she made it.
She made it. From that day, radio has been very different in my life and what I've done with it. So each time I get the opportunity to be on air, I want to talk to you, like you. Let's talk to me. And I guess you realize that we've got so much impact on that one person's life than we actually think.
I know, right? You're thinking, okay.
Oh, the time
knowing
is,
that you're
or the date,
changing people's lives.
You know what I mean?
The time, really.
Nomsa said something about time.
I know, right? And somebody,
but
no, we miss him. We'll come back to that. 15 years we've been here. You are now the man that you are now.
Yeah.
How do you manage? I try not to ask people about their private life because I wouldn't want anyone to ask me about my private life.
Because I'm gonna.
But you're in the seat. No, you won't ask me, but you're the one who's here.
We're going to ask you.
We want to ask. I'm sure the people want to know.
It goes around, comes around, comes around.
So we want to know, how do you manage to keep a solid relationship? Because being the position that you are Sandy. Everybody knows you. I'm sure everybody wants a piece of you. How do you keep your relationship solid?
I think she's the key. I think my wife is a genius. I think she's she's kept our relationship relevant and as strong as it is. If I said I was the one, yeah, then she never.
You should have a bite.
I tell you, well,
Who learned the chatting now?
I play a part. But I'll tell you what. My wife is very decided around. My wife is very decided around what she wants to do and what role she wants to play in our relationship, right? So there's a. Are we pausing?
Hey yo, my man.
Oh, we've paused, right?
I mean,
Oh yeah.
sometimes I mean, you will have those
So,
moments where.
Scratch my cat. Okay, all right.
Well, the only ones who can get to laugh out loud like
Just-
this because
It was just a random guy.
yeah, just some random.
She holds
She
it
keeps you
together.
grounded.
Yes.
When you feel like you're spiraling and then you just be like, baby, it's you. I need you. I tried.
Yeah.
Somebody sign me up, please. Can we get a record deal?
$1 million record deal.
Sign me up. I'm your girl.
I'll be in the background, by the way.
Hype man.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What are we
So
calling the
she's-
first album?
Sam can sing. No? Okay.
See you in concert.
4 things that bring you joy. That bring you just that. I'm happy.
My family, number 1.
Am I also meet eh?
Yeah, of course. Look at us. You see?
I had to ask. I had to ask. If I'm in that equation.
Yeah. My family, music, doing what I love to do, which is radio or hyping. That's what's that. 4.
4. That's 3. 150. So 4.
I guess nature and visiting places, and just being in different
Bungee
spaces.
jumping. There you were. Like
Of course.
you.
Uh,
That's something that you wanted to do.
on
and you
my
did.
bucket list, skydiving is the next.
I want to go skydiving too.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We will
Yeah.
do it, and we're going to record it. We're going to have an interview in air. Yeah.
There's time. We'll have enough time.
Yeah. How you feeling? I'm about to die.
Why did you do it?
I don't know.
I love you. I love you.
Ah, let's never
See
do
you
this
in the
again.
next life.
Okay. So,
We made it.
last words. What would you want Sandy to be remembered
Last words.
for?
That's right.
5.
That sounds like, like I'm about.
No, you're still here. Oh, we still got you.
All right. Remembered for. How many people I put a smile on their faces, or
Oh.
how I impacted people's lives. Like what moments did I make you smile? Did I make you feel like life was worth living?
Yeah.
That's for me, that's like the biggest thing.
I feel like you already made a difference with the lady caller.
Oh,
You
yeah,
made
yeah.
an impact on
Yeah.
her. Like,
because everything else is kind of lost. Even when people, when people die and they're gone, and
Yeah.
the people that we've lost, think about it. Most of the times you think about them, you will be thinking about moments or memories of something that happened. But there's this one time
that they did something. And
she
you're
just
like,
even Mukshupa kwa wale, she did something.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I want to be remembered for, and the more smiles we can,
Less
distribute-
frowns.
distribute in the world. Yeah, yeah. Can I ask you a question before we go?
I don't like people asking
It's
questions.
one thing. It's just one thing. Okay, maybe 2 questions. Then we can go.
No, one.
Number one.
No, one.
How do you feel if I asked you to
I
be
don't.
interviewed?
No.
Yeah, so why did you ask me? This is not fair.
What? No.
And this is the thing people need to know.
Can you give me the
People
chance to
who-
answer my question, please?
Okay.
Can I answer my question?
Yes.
I asked to interview you because I feel like you are one of the most. You have a certain presence about you. There's the presence. I mean, come
Towards
on.
the end of the
You've
interview,
answered my
I mean,
question.
come on.
You answered my question.
Okay, fine.
This is why I want to interview you.
Secondly, why are you so private? It's a bit too private, you know? There's like private, then there's like super private, then there's like some private.
What's Sam Private?
Maybe we should even add it to the dictionary.
Sam Private.
Some private is so private that even private doesn't have access to our private.
Wow.
I don't get it. If this is where we end, it's fine. I'm leaving. There's no way she does not allow anybody to ask her anything, or she doesn't want to share anything. Ask her friends. I can even send you their number. Like, wow, God. Don't push it. Don't push it. All right, don't push it. But yeah, that's it.
Oh God, no.
Till the next time. Apple juice. Why were we even using straws? Is it a mask that we should use? I need to drink more.
Yeah. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, no.
No.
Okay. Wow.
Stop it, I love it.
Okay. Okay.
Well
Okay.
done. That was good, guys.
Okay, wait.
Did you enjoy that?
I need to wrap up. Thank you.
Oh, we need to wrap it.
Oh my God, people are still talking. Ha. Okay.
Let's wrap up.
Do you want me to answer the question?
Wrap up.
I'm private because it's just the way of life, man.
That's just the way it is.
Just the way of life.
Things will never be the same. Some things will never change.
Okay.
She'll remain private.
Of course.
No, she's an introvert.
I'm an introvert. Can we? It's
What's one way you want to?
ambivert.
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 Yeah, she is.
No, I
New
think we just made that
word.
up. I'm an introvert. I like to be. Sam, will you come for this? I'll try and make it. I am not coming.
Yeah, there's this one time she really promised that she'd make it. Never made it.
I'm still on the way.
Are you still wrapping up?
I'm still on the way.
She made me show up for this one thing that even I wouldn't show up for in my next life. I showed up.
The interview. You should have.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up for the interview, though. I appreciate you. You have no idea how much I appreciate you coming through, and
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness.
Cheers.
Well
Sandy,
done, guys.
Sandy, this has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for
We're wrapping up.
tuning in. I swear this show is not serious. If you're looking for something serious, it's not the
Get
place.
off this channel.
But
That was a joke.
we were
should
joking.
cut
Don't
that,
cancel
yeah.
us. But anyway,
We appreciate it.
thank you for coming. I appreciate you for watching. So call us Sam Podcast. Like I said, expect the unexpected. This show is full of heart and humor. This is exactly what we did today. A lot of humor. Reminder of the day. Remember, either you run the day or the day runs you. So join us soon for more episodes.
One last.
Ah,
How many of you have deliberately tasted swimming pool water?
what?
I can taste it.
I have. I think we all have.